What's all the commotion?
We've got another holiday to worry about. It seems Thanksgiving Day is upon us.
I haven't even finished eating all my Halloween candy.
Thanksgiving is a very important holiday. Ours was the first country in the world to make a national holiday to give thanks.
Really? Wonder if he knows about the pagans. Nah, I don't fucking. Hi everybody. Welcome to the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. I am Nick the Rat, and it is Wednesday, 11/22/2023 at 11 p.m. in the EST. It's Thanksgiving Day, bitches. Let's have a little beer. I got some Guinness tonight. Let's open that up. Guinness Drot, but it's in a bottle, so it's not as good as the can or on tap. But you know, what are you gonna do? You don't get good head from the bottle. Still slightly tasty though. Like a tease, a Guinness tease. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving Eve. It's gonna be Thanksgiving in about 1 hour. I think every show. Because Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday, and my show is always on a Wednesday, making it like every Thanksgiving Eve. There's gonna be a Nick the Rat show. I should blow up this show more. I should have like a bigger experience for Thanksgiving for everybody. So I figured this show. I just decided right now we're gonna do that. We're gonna just thank some people. We're gonna say what we're thankful for. I have to think of it though. There's I'm thankful for a lot of stuff. Microprocessors and small resistors, nanometer-sized resistors. It's gonna be cool as fuck when they're like atomic-sized resistors. Think about that, dear cyber AI god. An atomic-sized. You'd have really strong computers if you did that. Might even be better than people. Might have smarter computers than people then, because people they use nerves and shit, right? Nerves got to be bigger than atoms. Are neurons bigger than? How many atoms are in a neuron? Are neurons smaller than atoms? Are neurons electrons? I gotta ask some Google questions right now. My mom is a very strong computer. I'm gonna start the show off with asking silly questions to Google, because I need to know how big a neuron is. How big is a neuron? The cell body of a motor neuron is approximately 100 microns. How many microns are in an atom? How many microns are in an atom? I don't think that's the proper thing here. I mean, how big is an atom? I don't know. How large are atoms? Their atomic size. What size? What be an atom size? How big is an atom? How small is an atom? What's the size of an atom? Yeah, that's it. What's the size of a queen size bed? In atom. There we go. 10 to the negative 10th meters. How is big? I'm not doing all this fucking math right now. Shit's small though, okay? I think atoms are smaller than neurons, and apparently a neuron is like a motor or something. Well, yeah, neurons look like something out of Metroid, and got like aliens or some shit, man. Human body's crazy. I'm just seeing numbers in the chat room and some high level equations. I feel like I'm in calculus or something. I'm thankful for math. Math has helped us get us far into life, but I think we rely a little bit too much on it. I think we call math the truth too much. It's because, you know, if you have 1 + 1, you can't really have a 3 after that. It's always going to be 2. But then you start thinking about what is 1. So, you know, respect math, but there's other stuff out there, people. I'm telling you. You just have to look. You just have to look, and you're not going to see it. So maybe don't look. Maybe don't look for the truth, and then you'll know it. Yeah. What else is What where was it? I was talking about things I'm thankful for. We'll be saying things we're thankful for throughout the entire night. Still got a little bit of a cough. Oh, I went to the doctor for this little month-long cough. And you know what? That'll be the teaser. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what's going on in Nick the Rat's medical records. Oh, look, Melodious Owl's up in here. If you want to go to the chat room, go to nicktherat.com/social and click on something. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different ways. There's the IRC chat, Discord chat, twitch.tv chat. You can go to church and chat with your pastor or something, your pasta, if you're Italian. But we'll be right back. It's Nick the Rat. We got some music coming to you live from the sewers. These are all CC BY 3.0 songs, so you could use and spread them as much as you like. Just give the artist some credit. This one's Jakudo with Revenge. Booty doody doody doo 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 doo. That was a fun song. I liked it. Hold on 1 second here. I want to bring this forward a little bit. Let's get this. There we go. That looks a little bit. Whoa. Okay. So this happened to me last year too, and the same thing came from it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about doctors and how little I know about everything, I guess. Last year around this time, I also had a cough for about a month, and I went to an ENT, which I was like, now I'm thinking about it, why did I go to an ENT? Of course, they could look around and check me out, but if I would think like a regular doctor, whatever a regular ears, nose, and throat doctor. Regular doctor is like a doctor that could like stick their fingers in your pants. So I should have went there. So last year they stuck that tube down my nose. That shit was crazy, and they gave me the nose spray that made me feel all numb in the face. I was like, "What did you give me cocaine? What was that?" And then she hooked me up with some steroids, and then I felt better. But she never really told me about what it could have been or anything. So whatever. I was like, fine. Thanks for the steroids. I feel buff. Got out of there. This year, the same thing happened. You know, I had been having like a cough for like a month now, and it comes on at like only at night. You know, steroids do catch hold, which got me thinking about some stuff. So I went to a doctor, just a random one, because and I was like, hey, I had this cough for a while. She checks me out. She's like, she's a little Asian lady, and she's like, oh, I think you have allergies or something. I was like, what the hell? Allergies? I don't think I have any allergies. But she's like, because I don't, like, my breathing was good. Everything's good. She was a fist deep in my butt. She said, this feels good too. I was like, it does. And then she was like, you probably got some allergies because this time of year, blah, blah, blah. And she hooked me up with some steroids too. I'm about to get buff again. I didn't take them yet because it's Wednesday night, my dudes. So then I'm thinking, like, what the hell? So did like some tree jizz into my breath? Like I breathed in some tree jizz, and it got stuck in my lung, and like the steroid will make my lungs big and make the tree jizz come out of me, or whatever I'm allergic to. Like, is there something stuck in my lungs, and then the steroids just kind of like make my lungs loose like a floppy vagina or something, and it'll just fall out of me? I don't know what's going on. Like, life is weird, some weird stuff. So then I also asked my doctor if she could hook me up with a medical marijuana card, and she's like, "What the hell you talking about? I don't do that. I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I couldn't. I felt I just had to ask. It seems like to get a medical marijuana card, you have to contact somebody on the internet and give them $50 and tell them you have insomnia or something. That seems to be the way to do it. So, I guess I just want to say I'm thankful for steroids. I guess. I don't know. Then she also sucked some blood out of me today too, and they're gonna check to see what I'm possibly allergic to. I think it's probably some tree jizz, or I don't know. I've been getting rashes when I've been humping the trees lately, so I'm thinking it's probably that. But we're gonna try to find out, and then I am a little bit on the roid now. I didn't take them yet, so I still might cough tonight. You might hear me hit the cough button. Like right there. No, I gotta keep humping the trees there, Trey. I'm a dendrophiliac. Let's listen to a voicemail. And if you want to call in, you can give me a call too at 917-719-5923. I'll be opening the phone lines shortly. Maybe after like next break or something. But if you want to leave a voicemail, you can leave a voicemail now. We also have the Discord channel. The open hole is open, but I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to like drag people in and drop them out if they're in there. So yeah. The aggro pelter. Gummy. Cheers to you in the chat. Oh, Dr. Sir Mike Roch. Okay, I want to talk about this Delta 9 as well. I want to talk about weed in general. But it's a very long rant. And yeah, I gotta I got to discuss this. Let's listen to a voicemail first. 917-719-5923. Right, that's it. Is it. Transcription not available? 3 minutes long? What?
Hey, man. It's me, Ned. And not fucking Kevbot. I'm done with Kevbot. He's not good at music and he's not real. I wanted to tell you a story.
I think you just did tell us a story, caller. For this is not Ned. But it is definitely Kevbot.
But before I do, let's get something straight about what listening is, sir. You know, if you want to understand somebody, you don't ask the next idiot who calls in, sir. You listen to the voicemail completely, to the very end, sir. Because it's important that you get the complete story. Anyways,
Wait, Ned is in the chat right now. And he brought something up. He's saying, is this a French accent or Cajun, which are the same thing? Just like Gambit, right? He was a French Cajun. Damn good frog legs. That's what that means, right? And judging by my third eye, I'm going to say that's maybe this is Gambit on the phone with us.
just fucking play some music. Who cares, dude?
Okay, I'll play some music. We got this is Agragarga, Come Eat Me.
Digging and trimming trees, climbing trees, taking care of trees. And I had a bunch of, anyway, this one particular job I was on, these people had about 15,000 acres in prime South Texas countryside. Now, when you get about 3 hours north of the Mexican border, say, that's about 200 miles, I reckon, the terrain goes from like flat mesquite, desolate, brushy, to groups of oak trees, live oak trees. pretty sure it happened before I saw lots of clear. But we were out there, just me and him, in the middle of this vast countryside, among these big oak trees. They must have been 500, more years old. And we had a machine with us, with a front end, like a skid steer machine is. It's got two sets of tracks on the side. You sit in the middle of it. It's got a bucket in the front. You can lift it up and down. And we were sitting next to that, and I was talking to this man, and he's got a quote-unquote friend. He's just been... Anyways. But I'm always talking to him like this, sir, because I'm not preaching to you or lecturing to you what I think is true. I'm actually, a lot of times, I'm just learning with you out loud. And I offer this to everyone. But very few people have the patience to listen to voicemails all the way.
Whoa.
But,
tell me about it.
So anyways, I was talking in my way. Anyways, the wind was blowing.
Stunning. And brave. Welcome back, everybody, to Nick the Rat Radio. I hope you're having a lovely Thanksgiving Eve. I hope you have a fat-ass turkey, a juicy fat-ass turkey. I hope you caught this bird yourself. And I hope you grabbed it by those testicles that are hanging off its beak. And you wrapped it around its throat, choked that turkey. That's my favorite way to masturbate. It's I think stove top stuffing is the best part of Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would say, cheap, salty, boxed, dry, old bread mixed with hot water. And that's what Thanksgiving's all about. And, yeah. Also, Friends. Friends has probably got the best Thanksgiving show. The one where Joey gets turkey on his head. Is that actually the name of the episode? The one where he gets... the turkey... chicken broth, yeah. Put some chicken broth in that stovetop stuffing. That's been one of the hardest parts of becoming a pescatarian. Was that there's chicken in stovetop. One of the ingredients is I guess there's powdered chicken. I guess they take these chickens and grind them down to a powder these days. You would think that stuffing would be good without the meat, but stuffing is basically meat. Not really, but it's to get good stuffing. You need to meaterize it. You need to push your meat into that loaf. What's in this beer? Broth is just chicken bathwater. That's sort of true. I do eat eggs, so I guess I shouldn't really... No, but other than... Not even the broth part, though. The inside of stovetop, I think one of the ingredients is like chicken. Let me look up stovetop... stovetop stuffing ingredients. Let's see here. There's definitely I think it's got cock in it. I'll find the ingredients here. Let's see. There's enriched wheat flour, reduced iron. I don't like my iron reduced. I like my iron nice and thick. Thiamine monotrite, riboflavin. Riboflavin. Of course, high fructose corn syrup, onion dried, not moist. Then it has some salt, some protein, some yeast, some interesting soybean oil, cooked chicken. There you go. Cooked chicken. What does that even mean? How's there cooked chicken in there? See, if it was just chicken broth, I'd be fine, but there's that cooked chicken. So that is the chicken itself, you know. A chicken had to die for that. Not just take a bath. So it took stovetop off of my... God. Man. Not eating meat is stupid. Riboflavins. Heb. I'm on Heb.com. What the hell is Heb.com? Isn't that like a Jewish thing? Get together right now. Heb-a-dee-deeb. I don't know why stovetop ingredients brought me to Heb. I don't know what. About us, Heb. Yo, we grown from a store, so much more. At Heb. What does Heb mean, sir? Like, that should be the first part of your website. Like, Heb means... What do those letters mean? There's dashes between each letter. About Heb, contact us. I don't care about service. FAQ. Here, it's probably going to be in the FAQ. There's got to be in the FAQ what the F Heb mean. No. There's I don't know what the fuck this website is. All right. Some brand. There's Heb, Mexico. I didn't know there's a large Jewish population in Mexico. Is Heb like a Jewish thing, or is Heb Jewish? That's what her mom asked. Heb, a store for Jews. What? What is the controversy with Heb? There's a controversy. Okay, look, wait, what? The complaints? Oh, that's funny. Because on their About Us page, the first picture is that of a black man working there, and apparently there's a complaint that says Heb has constantly denied African American employees the opportunity for promotion. But they give it to the whites and the Hispanics. Can't you claim anything about anybody? Like, if I go to your company and I don't see anybody from, like, Portugal working in your store, can't I say, you guys fucking hate Portuguese people? You're not a goddamn one of them here. You stopped them from getting promotions. The initials of Howard E. Butt. Get out of here. Howard E. Butt. It is. What's the E stand for? Enormous? No, it's not. Here's everything better. Heb is an abbreviation for Howard E. Butt. Why did I think it was like a Jewish word, though? It looks like there's not much of it, whether Heb is Jewish, but here's some... Because there's a... Oh, that's with the other E. There's two E's in Heb. Heb is a Jewish website. Whoa, she's hot. HEEB. It's a magazine that came out in 2001. Wait, no, it's more than just that, though, isn't it? I'm so uninformed. Got the heebie-jeebies right now. Let's listen to another voicemail.
Listening completely, voicemail part 2 by Ned, not fucking Kevbot. So the wind was blowing, and we've heard some notes. This is why I stress the importance of listening completely, sir. For this very reason. This is the climax. So turn everything else down and listen. There was these notes that the wind was playing on this skid steer. And the man was in the skid steer, and I was outside the skid steer. And it was like the notes of a flute, like an ancient flute. I don't want to say ancient, but, the primitive flute. It didn't make sense until the very last note did the whole song make sense. And I was amazed. I imagined there was a spirit of a ghost Indian boy or something sitting on that steer and playing that flute. Such was the nature of it, sir. And I looked at the man, if we could call him my friend. I looked at my friend, and he was fucking scared, looking at me, asking, "What the fuck was that?" I said, "Whoa, dude!" I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Wow, you hear that?" And going on just a little bit more, and it started again. But my friend, in his fear, turned on the machine to drown out the noise. He wanted no part of it, sir. Which is just amazing, sir. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, brother. I could go on and on, but I guess I won't.
Thank you for the call. Sorry, I'm looking at these sexy ladies. If you're a sexy lady, please give a call in, like right now, please. Hello, caller.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, sexy lady.
Nick the Rat?
That's me, sexy baby.
Hey, Nick the Rat in the sewer?
Nick the Rat? Can you, are you listening to a... What are you listening to back there? Caller.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over my radio.
I can't hear what's going on over there.
Oh, man, I need to talk to you about turkeys.
You want to talk turkey?
I need to talk to you about turkeys.
What's going on?
How is the sewer tribe? How are they doing?
How is what doing? Where?
The tribe of turkeys you had in the sewer. How are they doing?
Those weren't turkeys. Those were groupies. And all they did were gobble, 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 gobble.
Did you freeze them, or what's the situation?
No, their peaches were very warm.
Oh, warm turkeys. That's not necessarily good. When we consider the bacteria in a warm-blooded reptile, that's kind of dangerous. How many did you have in the sewer?
There was like... All right, so they weren't here, okay?
Which one?
It was a story. I didn't have any... Okay, look, caller. I don't need to know the temperature of turkey.
Answerer? Are you a warm-blooded reptile?
Yes.
Birds are reptiles. You understand this, yes?
Well, that's how dinosaurs came in them.
Correct. Birds are reptiles, and the warm blood gave them the additional energy needed to have more, spontaneous bouts. Again, repeating myself, spontaneous energy. And that's how birds fly, essentially. They're warm blood and hello.
Do you think there's another way that might have happened? Or
what might have happened? You're talking evolution?
Yeah, what's that guy? Did Darwin witness evolution? What's the
Darren
proof?
O'Neill is a fucking genius. I don't care what you say, Nick.
I never said he wasn't.
I completely agree. So what I was speaking of, you understand cold-blooded reptiles and warm-blooded reptiles.
Well, there are dogs.
What?
Dogs seem to be the number one evolving creature today.
Mammalian. Dogs are mammalian. Have you ever noticed that they also happen to have 5 digits?
I think dogs prove. What if we keep making these dogs fuck and they grow wings one day?
Fingers.
How does that happen though?
Dogs have 5 digits.
But why don't they have wings? Can we kind of maybe give them
and they're nothing but flapper
paws?
fins. Nick, how many fingers do you have?
8. Thumbs don't count, right?
Oh my God. 8 on one hand?
Shake them really fast together, yes.
Your masturbation episodes must be fantastic.
It's a very even wrestling match.
Lots of lube. Lots of lube, always.
No, but like, why don't dogs ever evolve into something more than dog? We evolved dogs just to be like smaller. Well, I guess we kind of evolved into being murderers too. But why not like
dogs? Like rats. Are very
make them
simple,
stand up, like a breeded dog that
creatures.
stand up and it could build spaceships.
Go ahead.
What?
You're talking about dogs.
Well, yeah, but why can't they evolve to do something cool? Maybe grow like lizard skin. Come cold-blooded.
Let's see. Essentially, dogs and other short-lived mammalian species, their evolution is primarily done through breeding, and its short-term life particularly prevents it from making stamped or staple marked evolutionary markers. Yeah, that's, I mean, if a dog happened to learn how to write, he's not going to be able to pass that on to his offspring because thinking about the, what's the name of the dam? The Hegel's hierarchy of needs. No, it's not Hegel. Who the hell is the hierarchy of needs? Do you understand
my mother?
me? Not Pavlov. Who? Pardon?
My mom?
Yes, the hierarchy of needs. Everyone needs your mom.
She had
but
very
we've already had her,
hierarchy
so
needs.
it doesn't matter.
Doctor, can I ask you a question?
Sir Nick, go ahead.
When you go to the No Agenda meetups, do you drink?
I partake of the edible menagerie of yeah, sometimes.
Wait, you eat
Are
edibles?
you a narc? Are you Nick?
Yes.
Nick the rat? Are you a narc? Are you trying to narc on me?
No, I'd like to. I'm trying to figure out. Try to figure you out.
Oh, did you see my picture?
No,
I wasn't wearing a shirt.
What? There's a picture of Dr. Mike Crotch shirtless at a meetup.
Yeah, we're at the bar and it did not say no shirt, no shoes. So I took my shirt off.
Did you put John and Adam's
cold,
head
so
down
I
your
kept
pants?
my shoes on.
Hello?
Yes, Nick. I was waiting for you.
Were John and Adam's heads there?
Abso-fucking-lutely. And we actually took a photo. I'm surprised it didn't get posted.
All right, let me do a Google search for Dr. Sir Mike Crotch naked.
Not naked, just topless.
Sir.
We need this in your search history.
Crotch. Naked.
So there I was,
Ooh.
rubbing my nipples,
Yeah, I see.
thinking about Nick the Rat. And I was like, nothing would suit me better right now than a sewer turkey drumstick. But now you tell me sewer turkeys are not even real. I don't know what to think anymore.
They're
Nick? Am I thinking wrong?
So like THC, Delta 8 or Delta 9? What mushrooms?
Depends on your tolerance. Go ahead.
Is that what you thought? You take mushrooms and you get naked and you go to no agenda meetups?
Well, mushrooms, acid, it depends on the available stock.
Really?
But essentially, what you're asking me is what is the preferable modus operandi for enjoying a meetup?
I usually take the subway to them.
It can actually be done completely sober. You don't have to get a hitch or ride with the subway. You could drive to one, but I know you don't ride your bicycle anymore.
No, I don't.
So, because a bicycle in the sewer is kind of a sinking situation.
Bikes used to just hurt my... They hurt my ass.
Pardon?
They hurt my ass. Like, if I was to ride a bike, it would have to be like one of those small street bikes so I could, like, stand while I'm riding.
If I continuously shoved my tail up my own ass, it would hurt me too. You've got to stop doing that, Nick. We discussed this.
What are you on right now, Doctor?
What am I currently on?
Yes.
I am sitting on a closed toilet talking to you in a restroom because my colleagues think I'm fucking stupid. I'm talking to a goddamn sewer rat, even though we've already experimented on dozens of rats this week. But I continuously talk to one, and they think I'm fucking stupid.
Wait, you do work on? I met a person that was a scientist that did experiments on rats.
I'm not a scientist, Nick.
Oh, you're a doctor.
I'm an MD OD, yes.
Is your roommate Garfield?
OD, haha, cute. No, his name is John.
He's a big guy, that John.
I love you, Nick. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a shirt that says my name on it in case I lose it.
Nick the rat?
Yeah.
Sweet. So what I was telling you about turkeys, are we talking about turkeys still?
How do you like your turkey?
I like my turkey cooked. I like it done. Smoked, broiled, baked. However, fried. Have you had fried turkey, Nick?
No.
Do you eat turkey?
Not in about 10 years.
No, you're a total pedo. Huh? What was that pedo thing you said?
Yes, I eat people that abuse children.
So you're a peditarian.
I'm a peditarian, yes.
Interesting. No. So you don't eat turkey. What I was going to speak of is, you know how you have to freeze, turkey, you buy a turkey frozen, essentially, yes?
What?
When you purchase a turkey, if you were to purchase a turkey, it's frozen, yes?
Yeah. They usually come in that, the netting, right? Like the red netting? Is that like a...
Right. Like
are they scared these turkeys are going to come back to life and run away? Like, why don't they ever do that to any other bird? It's just like a turkey thing.
Let me express this, Nick. So turkeys are put in a deep freeze to prevent the bacteria from propagating. Turkeys are a nasty ground-pecking bird, just like goddamn chickens.
Yeah.
So what you're looking at is a nasty ground-pecking bird that we're considering and celebrating and eating, but it has to be cooked to a certain temperature to kill the bacteria because it's nothing but a nasty ground-pecking bird. These nasty warm-blooded reptiles propagate bacteria. Now that bacteria which we consume, of course, in a cooked form, so it's killed, and our immune system takes care of it. But what I'm saying is the ultra cold, hard frozen, you don't get turkey out of the refrigerator, you get it out of the freezer. So we pull a turkey out of the freezer and we thaw it a little bit, and then we cook it quick, and we cook it high temperature.
Okay.
So we're eating this ground pecking nasty bird, and we're eating it, and it's eating its own shit. So we're eating a nasty, warm-blooded reptile animal that is essentially very nasty. John C. Dvorak will attest to this. They're not very delicious. They're not very tasty. They're pretty gross, especially in the current breed. But think of it, you're a pescatarian, yes?
No, but turkey's delicious, man. Especially after it's like cold, and then you get it the next day, and you put it on some bread and put some gravy on there.
You don't eat turkey, Nick. You're a pescatarian, no?
But I have eaten turkey.
Once upon a decades.
I remember exactly how it tastes. I could think of it in my head, and I'm eating it right now.
Because of the bacteria, can you remember the taste of a mushroom? The fungi taste?
Yes, I can. I'm thinking of what mushrooms taste like right now, and I taste it. I could even imagine the really nasty mushrooms you get in a can. Who does that?
I have certain members that resemble mushrooms. Could you taste that?
Are they human?
Close your eyes and lick it. No, seriously, Nick. So what I'm telling you is you eat seafood, yes?
If I see it, I eat it, yes.
Pescatarian, I believe, essentially means you eat fish.
Yes, but mainly only, basically my only fish intake would be salmon, tuna, and shrimp.
Canned tuna or fresh tuna?
As fresh as I could get.
So is it ever frozen?
It might have been frozen like during transport. I don't know.
So do you consume sushi?
Yes.
You're aware that sushi, to be served in North America, has to be frozen before it can be consumed or sold for consumption.
Okay.
Because the freezing temperature kills the parasites. Once the parasites are killed, it's safe for consumption.
Yeah.
The room temperature, or not room temperature, but even refrigerated temperature, the bacteria propagate so rapidly that it has to be slowed down by freezing.
Have you ever eaten lettuce?
I typically don't eat too much, pet or food. I eat food. I don't eat food.
What
but yes, I have consumed lettuce.
Anything edible will have bacteria.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Are you aware of the scam? The scam that is foaming soap?
Okay, go on.
Now,
I just like
consider
greasy
a pump of soap into your hand from a hand dispenser on the back of a sink.
All right,
yes?
I feel it.
You feel that jizz squishing and sliding around your palm, and then you lather it up. You imagine how much lather you can get out of that pump of jizz in your palm? That's quite a significant amount, Nick. That soap, that lubrication, that friction in your hand and your palm, between your digits, your fingers, that's what's causing the actual cleaning action. The whole antibacterial bullshit, what is it, Bacterban chloride, whatever the fuck, chemical, doesn't have contact with your skin or the bacteria long enough to actually
has contact with anything.
So
they're called electrons. They keep them separated.
Are a complete scam also.
No, but soap makes water thinner, and it helps go under stuff.
Well, considering, yes, it does add air pockets and causes a dilution of the consistency.
And it's better than nothing.
It is not necessarily better than nothing.
What, do you take air showers? You go into the shower and just rub
you want
yourself
me to
with
step
your
in my
hands?
shower now? I'm sitting in the bathroom.
Flush the toilet.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm calling your bluff.
Well, should I open the seat or should I just do it out of nowhere? Hey, Nick, you're going to get a bath. How's that bluff, bitch?
Lovely.
So what we were saying, hand soaps, foaming, that pump of foam in your palm instead of that slimy jizz.
Wait, caller, hold on 1 second.
That is a fucking scam.
I think we can make a lot of money. You're right. It is a scam. But why is there only...
Have you actually tried to...
why is there only hand soap?
Lather your hands with foam hand soap? It's nothing comparable at all.
Let's
to
make
the
elbow
regular soap.
Wrist soap. Leg soap.
Pardon?
Leg soap. We can make leg soap. Chest soap.
Maybe.
Belly soap.
Sewer soap. It's alliteration. I like
Butt
it.
soap. Private part soap. Make soap for each part of the body.
Sexy soap?
Sexy? What part is sexy?
Slippery, slimy parts? I don't know.
I guess you could just write the word sexy before any of it. We could have a whole sexy line of different body, like sexy leg soap. Non-foaming sexy leg soap. And we could have foaming sexy legs. Or we could just have foaming leg soap. We could just make the same thing over and over. And just put a different word there.
Like what kind of word? Are we talking like a made up word like Zindu, or are we talking a real word like Mike Roch? That's 2 words.
Yeah, I said one. Only one.
So seriously, what I was telling you about the soaps, the antibacterial potential of the soaps. It's not in actual contact with your skin or hands long enough to have any real effect. It's just
it cuts grease.
I have other opinions.
It cleans your hands. I've used soap and it works.
Soap absolutely works. You know the original soap.
What is your point then, caller?
So the original soaps were used to lather and slather and make your hands lubricate, because the actual movement and the friction of your hands during a hand washing is what causes any bacterial escape and breakdown off the surface of your skin. It's not just the fact that I put a pump of blah on my hand. You can use, 80% alcohol hand sanitizer pump. You're supposed to briskly rub your hands to kill the bacteria. You're not supposed to sit there and say, I put a pump in my hand, I'm going to let it dry. No, you briskly rub it amongst your hands and your digits, your fingers. Scrub around, get it under your nails, perhaps. Do you use a nail brush, Nick?
Yes, and it feels great.
Yes, it's like I've actually used old toothbrushes as a nail brush, but you can also purchase nail brushes. I don't see the real reason for that.
You just need a brush.
Yeah, essentially you don't want grit and grime or spectrum. What I'm saying, yeah, you don't want a specimen particulate under your nails. You wear gloves. But if you consider perhaps contact, you definitely want to have a nail brush handy. Or, like I said, even an old toothbrush. But what I was getting at,
I like to use a samurai sword.
Pardon?
I like to use a knife to get under there.
I mean, you can use, you could use a toothpick. You could use a knife. Be very careful, because a knife is a harder material than your fingernail, and you could definitely do some damage.
Well, you don't dig that deep in there.
This is not medical advice, Nicholas. I've got to cut you off. I'm sorry. This is not medical advice. Do not use a metal object to pick or clean your teeth. You will scratch the enamel and lose a tooth.
No, but my nails come off anyway.
Your nails are detachable?
Well, you cut your nails, right? I'm just talking about you get a little dig under there, you get the stuff out, you spread it on some toast, and you have yourself a little midnight snack.
Oh, yeah, you can totally chew your nails. You're a rat. You can get away with that. Imagine if you were sitting on the subway and you look over and a guy's gnawing and chewing on his nails. That's kind of gross. Because we know that motherfucker ain't washing his hands real good.
I've seen a lot of stuff
He's eating all kind of bacteria. Like every time he scratches his ass or balls, he's like totally chewing and gnawing on that stuff in his mouth. And breathing heavy.
What is your point, though?
Because
who cares if you're eating? We eat bacteria. You got bacteria in your stomach. Your stomach acids destroy a lot of stuff. Are you trying to say to be careful of bacteria?
No, absolutely not.
Are you a bacteria
hater? I
believe
bacteria is a good... And have you ever been to a gym, Nick?
Yes.
Yes. So we've been to a gym. So we understand that weights and exercise strengthens your muscles.
That's why I do.
So now that you're strengthening your muscles,
I just snort them up
we are looking at stronger Nick. So if you have bacteria, that is essentially the weight for your immune system. So your immune system is getting stronger by lifting and fighting against the bacteria. The predominant strains of bacteria that we encounter on a daily basis, anything that could be killed by antibacterial hand soap is already dead inside our body. Our body takes care of that, whether it be through our stomach acids, oxygen exposure, or even, I mean, don't quote me, this is not medical advice, but a quick slathering of, quote, antibacterial hand soap is absolutely ineffective against any bacteria that might even possibly make you sick.
Well, if I sat on a subway seat and touched some poo, I'd rather use some antibacterial hand alcohol than nothing at all.
Alcohol hand sanitizer would be completely more effective than licking the seat or soap.
Huh. Well, thank you, caller. That was a very informative thing.
Don't lick the seats in the subway, Nick.
Everything. And I will not. Will you be licking the seat?
If I want to.
Caller? I just want to know if you'll be licking the seat. Wonder if we have a bacteria on like our mechanical hearts by one lucid one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Show. Hope you're having a lovely evening. Hey, look, it's donation time. I got some tape here. I don't know why. We got some stuff in the P.O. box, but we're going to be opening on the table over here. Let's move some stuff around, clear out the space. Let's see what we got here. First, we have... Got a check over here, I think. We're going to open this over here. P.O. Box, Nick the Rat, 90549, Brooklyn, New York, 11209. You could send stuff. I'll open it live on the podcast. And I try not to dox people. So for this check here, this is from Dr. Serve My Crotch, PhD. That's his address. I'll be sending nudes there later. Memo, when do I start building interest? $0.69. Well, if you invest in the Dark Sewer Network today, think about what you could invest into the Dark Sewer Network tomorrow. 69 cents. Thank you so much for the 69-cent check. This is real. It's a real 69-cent check. Thank you, Dr. Sir My Crotch. We also got some big packages in here as well. This one is... I should flip the camera here. Hold on one second. If you're watching the video, I'm sorry, this part of the podcast will be me describing what I have in this giant yellow envelope. I'll try to describe it as best as I can. I'm going to flip this camera to make the video a little bit easier to see. I always forget I could just rotate it 180 degrees. That works. But now it's over there. Now I got to change me to over to here. Whee! And then I could flip me too. Up to here. All right, that works. Now let me get the chat over here. Man. Now we can't see the chat, but who cares? It's fine. We don't need to see the chat. All right, let's open up these packages and see what we get inside. By the way, I think I know who sent this, and I'm scared to open these packages. Only a little bit. This one is glued closed. It's from Nick's friend. Well, that's backwards still. Either way, you don't have to read the words. It's a set of giant... this is all backwards. I can't read it. This shall be my last participation. I should hope you want to know what real love is. Farewell, Net Ned. Well, what? This isn't from Net Ned, though. I'm very confused. Hold on. Next is a Rorschach. It looks like a turkey for Thanksgiving, I'm sure. Then we got some Nick the Rat fan artwork. Looks great. Very cool. Like, it's in the sewer. Then we got another Rorschach, and this one looks like mashed potatoes. Whole pile of them. We got some more Nick the Rat artwork on the second one over here. This one says, "Don't forget every Wednesday at 11:07 p.m." And then we got another Rorschach over here. That looks like looks kind of like Santa Claus. Then there's another one too. I think this might have apparently from NetNet. To Nick's P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. It's a big one there, Oscar. This one's all gooey. I think he closed this one with semen. Ned, don't close the packages with semen, because when it dries, it becomes cement. That's where that word comes from, by the way. I don't know if you know that. See, the things you could learn during the donation segments. Very important. Let's see here. This is you are hereby summoned to Dream Court for the next 10 months. May God have mercy on your soul. Dr. Lawyer, Mr. Harmonica Man's Lawyers, Inc. You're going the down. There's some comic over here. Can't read the whole thing. But if you pause the video, you could see it and read it, even though I don't think you can. It is several pages long, and it's beautifully all handwritten. It's like a zine being sent to the sewer. I'll read all this later. Thank you so much for that. We shall open another beer after this next donation. Let's see what we got here. You could also donate by going to nicktherat.com and clicking on donate, and there's a PayPal link. I think it's PayPal. Let's see if we got anybody there. I'll look for... All right, so there's no PayPal donations this week. You could also donate with Lightning. Let's see if there's any Satoshis. How do you look for the shats? Sats. Does look like there are some Satoshis that were dropped off here. Boostergrams received from Booberry with 17,776. Shh, I'm right behind you. That's scary. We also have another Satoshi donation from Dig It Up with 7,777. Nick the Sats. Very clever. Very clever. Thank you so much for all the donations through the Lightning Network. The P.O. Box. The donation thing. And also there's Twitch. If you're on Twitch, you could also donate there if you want. If you have that free Prime juice, drop it off on my Twitch hole box. That doesn't make any sense. Thanks everybody for donating. And I hope all of you have happy, Merry Thanksgivings. And here's going to crack a beer. Oh, cracking another Guinness. Yummy. And let's listen to Waveform with opulent. That's my lifestyle. Very opulent.
Hey, you know I really been in it to win it. I'm not trying to skim it, I'm just trying to skin it. You know I be getting it, I've been it. I'm not trying to hit it, I'm just trying to sit it. These rappers be capping, I swear this yapping. No, they ain't trapping, no, they ain't tapping, no, they ain't clapping, no, they ain't lapping, no, they ain't strapping. Please get out of my feed, please just tell me what you need. I'm not trying to lead, I'm just trying to see who smokes weed so I can do a deed and make a bleed as they bleed. Assassin like Creed if they trying to plead. Calling the steed, now succeed. Hey, yeah. Been in the game, no, I'm not lame. Got some fame, am not tame. You represent same, what's my name? Game, spitting the flame. Got the gun and I aim. Get my shot in the frame. I am the one that they blame. Gotta run to my show. Here we go. Bury in the snow. Time to blow. Shoot with the bow. Kick the dough. Catch the flow. Drop it low. Time to mow. I'm a trapper, no capping, no yapping. I'm trying to be a tap. I'm a snapping. Shut your phone. Look at that verse. Hackers attacker. What's the matter? What would you rather?
¿Qué pasó, cuñao? This one's called, gotta be called, Mr. Raz Blues. My name is Nick Raz. My name, Nick Raz. Now don't tell me the truth now, people, 'cause I don't want to think about that. Oh, my name is Ned Ned, and I shit the bed. My name is Ned Ned, and I often shit the bed. I used to be cared by, but thank God, now I'm not. I said, thank God, now I'm not. Oh. Now, my name is Dr. Sir Mike Rye, and I live in my mama's garage. Now, please don't troll me now, people, because my mind is too feeble. You might get me down, and I might OD like we will. Oh. My name is Servo, and I'm a fucking hoe. I think that I know, but not for one life, not for one instance in my life have I ever fucking stopped thinking, oh! I know a little girl named Marcella. Now let me tell you one thing about her, fella. Me and Marcella, we went to see Mint Salad, and she had her boobs out. Bound.
No. 917-719-5923. Yeah, if you want to go. What?
Hey, hello, Spearfish. Oh my god. I am really pleased that I got through to you. I don't know how to summarize everything. But if you read the last run, and that will probably catch up to speed as far as parallels and shit, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, there's a lot of wibbly wobbly sciencey shit that I really hate to think about. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.
I totally understand everything that he just said. So this marijuana rollout in New York City, the revenue is $100 million, which is not very good compared to I think California, which is larger, bigger population, bigger landmass. I mean, like $2 billion or something. Yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about why New York sucks right now. This the marijuana industry in New York was they only gave out a couple licenses to people that went to jail for marijuana, which is it's kind of strange. It's like, hey, the only people that could well, it's not it's good because they're trying to get them the most amount of money first, but think about everybody involved. There's only 7 places that are doing like recreational marijuana, and there seems to be a lot of things that are happening to circumvent stupid marijuana laws that are hurting the consumer. I would say the consumer is being very very big hurt by all of these silly laws that are trying to be skirted. Like what has been happening is instead of using marijuana, people are using the hemp plant and like chemically changing parts of the hemp plant to resemble that of the THC of the marijuana plant, or otherwise, because my understanding about hemp is that there's very little THC in it, and you would need a shitload of hemp to be boiled down into anything. And I don't know what they're doing exactly with this stuff that they call Delta 8 and Delta 9, and it's a hemp it's hemp producing the THC molecule, but I think there's other stuff involved in it, and a lot of the it seems like there's a lot of fake nature going on right now in the marijuana industry. I was also recently attacked on Reddit, which happens all the time because whatever. But I was just in the medical marijuana Reddit, and I was asking why that none of the medical marijuana plants that they sell are hydroponics. Because I think you could tell the difference between hydroponic weed and weed grown in soil, and it seems like the only marijuana you could buy recreationally or medically is not hydroponic weed. It's all grown in soil, and you're not it's and I was attacked for saying this, like, because everybody's like, it's all THC, man. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's and somebody didn't understand what I was even saying when I was talking about hydroponics. But then there was a really funny response. Let me. I gotta try to bring that up there. Let's see if I can find this. He was trying to describe to some caveman on Reddit what the difference is between the marijuana flower growing in soil or in nutrient-rich water. And water. I think I might have found it. Hold on here. So I was asking why there is no hydroponics, and somebody that got a lot of upvotes says, I don't think you know what you're talking about. Hydroponics versus soil isn't really the issue here. Somebody else said, this is a ridiculous post. This entire area is literally flooded with more good weed than the entire city's population could possibly smoke in a lifetime. I'm not even going to address the cultivation nonsense you posted. Take a break, get a fresh perspective after you've lowered that tolerance. So this guy is just saying that my tolerance is too high and that there's a good enough weed. But This is these people are not very smart. And somebody else says you're talking Dro like 1990s Dro, or like modern cultivators grown in hydroponic environment. I'm talking about the one and the same. 90s Dro is just swag bags seed grown properly. That is such baloney. It was called Dro because it was hydroponically grown. And this guy got some votes too. He says, I think the reason you don't see hydroponically grown buds on a mass scale is because it's too tough to get right. Well, then how have I been getting it for years? You either have to have tons of plants in one throw, or I don't know what he's trying, I guess one thing of water, which means if something gets in the water, all the plants are compromised, or you have each plant in a single bucket and you have to tend to 10,000 buckets. So I'm sure there's modern technology to massively grow hydroponics easily. Yeah, bogus labs. There's so much baloney out there. This guy came in and he made a really good comment. He says, I think what he's trying to say is, why not high grade? No, that's not him. Okay, here we go. So somebody says, so hydroponically grown weed is better than sunlight or indoor light grown? And then this man replies, think of it like Rocky 4. Rocky versus Drago is a lot like dirt versus hydroponics. Rocky is the dirt. He is training in a way that is more natural. Chases chickens, runs upstairs, all that training using things humans naturally do, but more focused, like dirt and added nutrients for a plant. And Drago is the hydroponics. Everything is meticulously measured for maximum performance. He's taken out of a natural environment and put into a sterile one. It is not natural, but done properly, they could boost certain aspects based on what they train, like using flower maxers, bud boosters, etc. On paper, Dro should be better, but sometimes some natural, sun-grown flower will knock some Dro straight the fuck out. Disclosure, I'm high as fuck right now. I don't think I've ever smoked grass flower that was better than hydroponics, but either way. Delta 8 is strange because when they sell you the flower of a Delta 8 plant, they're spraying it down with a chemical that they made, and it's all hemp, which is like the chemical that I want, you're spraying it onto some plant that I don't want. And the Delta 9 is like melted down hemp, and then there's Delta 10. They just keep coming out with all these things. Then I heard of THCA recently, which they say is like marijuana. It is marijuana because it's just the marijuana before you set it on fire. I don't know what the fuck. There's so much just lies and baloney going on in the weed world, in my opinion, and I don't like it. But I definitely know that DJ Unjust promises movement for one flip. should put the real weed out. Give us that real weed. We need like a Pepsi. Want the Pepsi weed. Anyway, hi everybody. Thankful for marijuana. Helps me sleep. I like it. Helps me think too. Maybe it helps me think too much. Frontier THC vapes. The most decent store-bought vape I've gotten was Raw Garden so far. But I know I had some other weird stuff that was good, like better. I know there's better out there. That's what I'm enjoying tonight. Also with some weird ass edibles too you could just buy on the internet. Because it's Delta 9, which is, totally legal, dude. Instead of just messing around with all these chemicals, let's just make it easier. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. Let's still talk about New York with other failed things that's going on. The, what is her name? Cardi B came after Eric Adams in a TikTok video, doing the news, saying that if she winds up dead, it's because Eric Adams killed her. And she was talking about how we're in a 100. She got the number a little bit off. She said 120 million. I think it's 120 billion dollar deficit. And the thing that really makes me mad is that they just recently announced this whole. I was talking about it for a while. That program, composting program. And they dumped a lot of money into that. They set up these bins all over everywhere for the composting, and then they also set up these trucks. They refitted garbage trucks to properly take composting. Spent a lot of money on it, and now they just cut it. It's cut out of the budget. They're stopping the composting program. So what they did was spend tons of money for something they started and then just stop. They're not going to use what they did. So they just basically burnt money. I'm sure whoever started these composting, whoever sold him all this stuff or gave him something, he probably knows them. We should do some research into Mr. Eric Adams. Find out who he's working for. That'd be a fun podcast. Just follow the trail with Nick the Rat's tail or something, and we just look into who these people are and what they do with our money. I wonder what they did with our money.
Hey, brother, it's me, Ned. Not fucking Kevbot. Fuck Kevbot. I made Kevbot famous, and now I went to his fucking head. He's gonna make a podcast. Fuck him, dude. And so I'm Ned, brother. You know what the deal is. I'm in my bathtub, brother. I've got my mud mask on. It's spa day at Ned's house, brother. Yes, sir. I wanted to sing a song for you. It's called Lost Sailor by the Grateful Dead. You're a lost sailor. You've been too long at sea. Drifting and dreaming. Maybe going on a dream. Maybe going on a feeling. Maybe going on a dream now. Maybe going on a feeling. Drifting and dreaming. I don't remember the words to it. But again, the point is, fuck Kevbot.
The son of a bitch has no musical talent, no podcast talent at all.
Tell us how you really feel. Jeez. I hope KevBot's doing well. How is his show doing? Is it under KevBot? KevBot. YouTube KevBot. No, that's not him. I don't know who that is, but that's not KevBot that I know. For the food, for the sea, food for the sea, Magico Tree. Where'd our money go? That song reminded me of the 90s. Good stuff. 90s. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. Tonight we're having a lovely Thanksgiving Day. The pilgrims are currently complimenting the Indians. And the Indians are currently in the kitchen cooking up some food. I think the pilgrims brought the microwave oven. They're going to invent popcorn very shortly. We're watching history as it goes past us. It'd be weird to go back in time to that to that exact moment, the first Thanksgiving dinner. If I had it, there should be a movie about that, and just make it like completely different. People would believe it too. There should be like the fast food companies should make a movie where they hire somebody. Not Mark Wahlberg. Who's that? Who's that guy that was in every? Who was Mario? And he was on Parks and Recreation, and he's in everything now. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt should go back in time, and to the first Thanksgiving, and set up the first McDonald's. And 100 years from now, people will think that McDonald's started Thanksgiving. There was proof. The Pratt did it. McDonald's for Thanksgiving. How come that's not like a big fast food thing? Like nobody does turkey. I guess the logistics of doing turkey. Let's talk turkey. Much easier to do pigeon. But yeah, time travel is baloney. I don't think time travel will ever exist, nor do I want it to. I think the whole, I totally think Einsteinian, time travel's real. If you could, the faster you go, that makes sense. But I don't think we're not gonna bump into that issue anytime soon. I don't think humans are going light speed ever, unless we discover some black magic, which might happen. But I don't think a physical body will ever be able to go that of a non-physical body. That speed. We might be able to go fast, but not fast enough to even make a difference at all. So either way, time travel is stupid. I just watched this show called Bodies, which I enjoyed the acting, so I kind of liked the show. It was a short Netflix show based on a comic book, but ultimately it was stupid, mostly because of time travel. There's another show on Netflix I saw that had time travel that I liked. I liked it. But it was ultimately stupid because of time travel. It was Dark. I think it was called Dark. The Travelers. Was Travelers the one where they had like a watch or something? Where they jumped into other people's bodies? They're like from the future and they injected themselves into bodies and stuff. That was pretty cool. That kind of makes sense as far as time travel could go. But there's still paradoxes that will occur. Because sending somebody back in time it'll just fuck everything up in multiple timelines. Or has Marvel been trying to get us accustomed to multiple dimensions for a reason? Is that like the government's like, hey, give Disney money so they can make these Marvel movies. Just talk about how there's multiple dimensions, and then we could release the dimensional fucking gun. Most time travel movies or stories, I'm gonna ruin 99% of them right now. They end with like the protagonist or something just disappearing. It's like, oh, there was a problem, Poof, we're gone. I guess Back to the Future was kind of fun. I would say that they did time travel the best, and they should have stopped with that. I don't know. Jules Verne had a pretty good idea too. That was fun. But ultimately, these stories, doesn't really matter. Frequency, the one with that guy from Dances with Wolves. Sometimes boys get hurt by the enemies. Quaid. Not Costner. Caller, are you there?
Are you there?
I don't think I am anymore.
Where'd you go?
Nowhere.
But yet, you're not there.
Never will be. Never was.
Never what?
Chicken butt.
What have you been talking about?
What I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for marijuana, smart politicians, and
Smart politicians? Isn't that an oxymoron?
Microelectronics.
Microelectronics. Micro.
I also, information propagation, like radio waves are cool too. Magnetism, forces. I'm thankful for forces.
I thought the first time you said, I thought you said horses, which is cool too, Maybe
horses have force power.
Horses.
Force power? Horsepower?
Horsepower, yeah.
I guess horses produce horsepower, just like magnets make magnet power.
I'm thankful for Newton meters.
Newton meters?
Newton meters.
A Newton is a Newton. Newton's an actual unit, right? Is that just
Yeah, a measurement of force or torque. I think that's torque, actually.
Newton got the torque?
Newton got the torque.
He probably was twisting it up in some queens.
And the figs. He also got the figs.
I like Newtonian physics. I'm a big fan of that. It's never failed me.
It'd be an awesome t-shirt. I love Newtonian. I love Newtonian physics.
Don't you? Do you love Newtonian physics?
I was on the Nick the Rat show, but all I got was this Newtonian physics.
Newton was one of the most badass scientists. He was cooler than Einstein, I would say.
He was a star, wasn't he?
There'd be no Einstein without Newton.
Who else would? Well, could you say that about?
But there also wouldn't be a Newton without Newton's mom and dad. And they didn't do shit. You never hear about them. Like
that's a different type of fig Newton altogether, right there.
Figs and berries.
Figs and berries.
Whoa. Caller, have you ever ingested Delta 8 or Delta 9?
Sure.
Do you know anything about the process of making Delta 8 or Delta 9?
A little bit. About how you mean how they refine to get to that level?
How much hemp does it take to get like a milligram of THC, Delta 9 or Delta 8 comparison? How do you even compare?
I don't even know. Is it like acres or something?
I don't know. That's my question. I don't know how these people are doing it, but they're doing it to circumvent the law.
What is it? Is it like the saffron? That it takes all the orchids, like an acre of orchids to get I don't even know how much. Like a gram or something an acre.
Doesn't sound very environmentally friendly.
I think they have to hand pick it too. There's a lot of fake saffron out there. like dyed corn.
And it's handpicked. There's no machines that do this yet. We don't have like T1000 corn swipers.
They have to hand pick it all.
What if they put robot hands on people? Then it could be.
Well, I'm sure they could do it that way, but I don't know what you would really gain because if the robot hand gonna. Oh yeah, probably.
Well, something like I'm talking about like Ripley from Aliens, when Aliens 2, when she's fighting the Queen, she's in that big power loader.
Oh yeah,
a power loader could probably do some damage to that saffron.
Probably it could probably screw up a field of saffron right quick.
Not if you're Ripley.
Well.
Not if you're in a story.
What was the dude's name that gets ripped in half?
Egon.
I don't think that was it.
Hendrickson. What's the actor's name?
It's like a weird name, like Station, but it wasn't Station. It was something else. Station was from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh yeah, Station looked like one of those weird 90s toys. It was disgusting. Troll.
Yeah.
And they're nerds and they build like a radio. Build like a ham radio.
Yeah.
With death.
Make ham with radio waves.
That was a great movie. His name was Borg. No, it was damn. Aliens 2. Cyborg. Bishop.
That's it.
It's so sad that I forgot it was Bishop.
They really beat up Bishop in that movie.
I knew, Lance Henriksen. So I knew the actor's name, but I forgot the character.
Oh, okay.
Bishop.
Was he in the first one too?
No, Bishop was not in the first one, but there was another android in the first one.
Yeah, no, I remember. Isn't that how the alien started in the very first one? Was through the android.
Well, yeah, it was always the giant corporations. There's tons of lore in the first two aliens that was awesome, but it was just a reboot again.
Yeah.
Crazy. All these movies are just like remakes of themselves, like Terminator and Terminator 2 are basically the same movie.
They keep redoing so many movies and ruining them.
It sucks. It's
all the remakes are just awful.
The corporate world has become like a zombie, a brain-eating zombie that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Pretty much. They just terrible content. They just keep rehashing over and over and over again.
But there's cool podcasts like Nick the Rat Radio you can listen to for free.
Oh. Where can I listen to that at?
On your favorite podcast apps. On iTunes. Even.
Is it like Podcast 2.0 friendly?
Yes, it is, caller. Totally.
Boostable?
Anywhere you can get your RSS feeds, you could boost a toot right up my chute.
Boost, scoot, and boogie.
Caller, how are you going to be thanking tomorrow?
Eating turkey and watching football, I guess.
Who is playing in football?
The the galactic space beings are playing the interdimensional trolls.
I'd almost believe that. Isn't there like 2 football games on, or 3, or 4?
3, I think. It originally only used to be 2. Now there's a 3rd.
That's crazy.
That's late at night. Yeah. And there's parades tomorrow too. Have you ever went to the parade?
No. I don't like crowded spaces.
No, okay.
It's
not a thing about clowns or anything, no, right?
I know.
Or big balloon animals riding through the sky.
Well, what would happen if you shot one of those things with a flare gun? Would the helium explode right away, or would it just be like a fireball?
I don't know. If that thing would just go.
Because like the Hindenburg didn't explode. The Hindenburg caught fire, but it didn't like blow up. It like fell.
No. Yeah. It turned into like a dripping candle kind of looking thing.
Yeah. So the helium would just like escape and it wouldn't explode. I don't know. It's just weird. How come the Hindenburg didn't explode?
Maybe.
Is that a conspiracy?
Like those animals, if you hit it with a flare, it would probably be like one 85-year-old person farts.
Also, this Thanksgiving Day parade with these floats, how much helium is in there?
Is there helium in those, or is it just hot air that?
No, they fill it with helium.
Got it.
They're blown up right now.
They had to be, because I don't think hot air would be enough to like.
How bad is it for climate change? What is their climate footprint for this parade?
I don't know. Isn't helium finite too? Aren't they running out of helium?
Yeah.
Or is that all another?
Helium does not explode. Helium balloons don't explode. It's an inert gas.
Okay.
So if you shot it with fire, the outside would light on fire, and the helium would escape. And then,
just like.
Yeah, it would fart. That's weird. I always thought helium. It's okay. That explains the Hindenburg, I guess.
Where did they stop and do all this singing and dancing and that in the?
Well, the parade is a pretty long. They only show on TV right in front of Macy's, but the parade goes from like 40 blocks. I don't know where they stop to dance all the time.
Where they show them? Is that where they show them stopping and singing and dancing when they're like, "Hey, from such and such"?
Yeah, that's at
here's the cast of blah blah.
That is the last stop on the parade route as well.
No, okay.
So it starts in like the 70s and it goes down to the 40s and something like that, yeah. And they stop in front of Macy's and that's the end of the parade route. But I don't know how often they dance throughout the parade route, but they do have those, the balloons and shit going through it. But no, I never went to go see the balloons.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I've been here forever.
Can you see them from a certain location that you're in, maybe at one point, or no?
Maybe. But I also don't like crowds, so.
Isn't there crowds pretty much everywhere in New York most of the time?
In Manhattan, yeah.
Okay.
I don't really like Manhattan very much.
A lot of crowds or no?
What?
Does the street level around Brooklyn, does it have a lot of traffic?
Brooklyn?
Or crowds too?
No. That's foot traffic. Okay. You know, there's people.
Yeah, but it isn't like
it's not like you're a shoulder to shoulder, and you're like, if you stop at the corner, you're not going to get bumped in your back. You could go up to a stoplight in Brooklyn and look at the stoplight and look at your phone and just hang out there and be okay. If you do that in Manhattan, you're gonna get knocked over. It's especially in certain areas. You'll have to find like a hidden corner to go to so the crowd doesn't push you.
I went to a tree lighting here in our downtown the one time when I did not like it because it was just way too crowded.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a fan. I like to relax.
You like space.
A little space. I like to
space, the final frontier.
It's too much going on. I don't mind if the crowd was standing still, like if it was like a concert type of crowd where you walk through it. But I don't like the crowd where it's constantly moving. So that shit's just scary.
I don't like it when it's moving, but then it comes to a stop, and then everybody's walking so slow that you're taking like quarter steps. That's what irritates me. Is like, because you're always looking ahead, like, okay, who's holding it up there? You know.
It's true too. It's probably me just looking at my phone or at the wall.
At your phone, yeah.
Or talking to somebody. It happens. Gotta keep moving.
You're out there snap talking on your phone.
Turkey and football. You gonna be drinking beer? Any booze?
Yeah. Actually, I got a newer booze that I tried tonight.
A new booze?
Made a cocktail. Yeah, Shanky's Whip.
Shanky's Whip?
Yeah.
Is that whiskey?
Delicious is what it is. It's something from Ireland where it's like, I think Irish whiskey and a black liqueur mixed together. It's got a really cool label, old school. Yeah. It's like got a guy like harness racing a ostrich on the label.
He's whipping that shit.
Yeah. But I mixed it with a cola.
Hell yeah,
wine.
that does look like it would go well with that.
And it tastes like almost like you're drinking a birthday cake.
Oh man, I want that short and stout.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It looks like a good old nice. Good website too.
Yeah, they got cocktails and everything down there.
Shanky and Sherman. Does it taste like ostrich?
It's got real bits of ostrich in there.
It's got like a feather in there.
It tastes kind of like a mix between like vanilla extract and I can't think of what the other taste in there is.
Oaky? Is it oaky? Oaky Corral?
Not really. No, it's kind of like it's a sweeter. Like I say, it almost tastes like a little bit birthday cake flavored.
Huh.
Really good.
It's Black Smooth Irish.
Black Smooth Irish.
It's how I like my women.
That's
as opposed to white, hairy, British.
Good day, Governor.
Which is fine too. You know, it's fine. I think it's just the hair part for me. You know? I prefer smooth.
Smooth. Is there hairless rats in the sewer?
Yeah, there are. There's a whole bunch of them.
See, that's probably why you like the smooth. You're attracted to the hairless rats.
Perhaps. Do you have any money gambling towards tomorrow's football games?
No, I do not.
Really? So you don't have that much money to gamble with?
No, I just don't.
Oh well. Damn. I was gonna ask him to invest in the Dark Sewer Network.
Hey, motherfucker! It's me, Ned, not Kevbot. Fuck Kevbot. Hey, you know what the sad thing is that when Kevbot goes to jail for getting busted for relapsing, he thinks the only number he knows is yours, but he doesn't even fucking know the right number. He said 817. It's 917. And I don't know who else caught that. Man, I feel great, brother. I'm clean and sober. It's 2 days without meth. Yeah, that's the end of this one. That's the end of this voicemail, sir. Hang up, dude. Dude, turn this off, man. That's the end of it, dude. That's Ned orgasm. Hey, men salad, it's me, Kevbot. I mean, Ned. I love your videos, men salad, if you're listening at this moment. And by love, I mean understand them. I understand that society has completely ruined you. And all you can do is screed about movies. You know what I think you should be doing, men salad? I think you should be using all those costumes to make movies. Why don't you just try it? Oh, yeah. I think me and you should make a movie, men salad. Farewell!
I do not condone that man's words. She makes tons of content with those costumes. Go to her YouTube. She talks about movies. Caller, you're such a hater. No thanks for you on this given. You're just like a fart in the wind. I mean, dust in the wind by Wrong String Inc. Rick. Wrong String Rick.
Before my eyes of curiosity, dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind. Same old song, with just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. All dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away. All your money won't another minute by. Dust in the wind. All yours is dust in the wind. All yours is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Yeah, everything is dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind.
That turkey's going to be dust in the wind soon. After you get your grubby little hands on it and you devour that tasty little bird. It never really made me sleepy. I never ate a turkey sandwich and got sleepy. I don't know. The whole turkey sleeping thing is I think it's a scam. I don't think it's true. But they say it is, what are you gonna do? But wait, looks like we just got a message in here. Hold on. We just got some sats, it looks like. It says, I'm making 220 USD each hour for working online. I never thought that it would be legit, but my best friend earns $1,900 every month doing? What is this? Nerd. Thank you for the 3,000 sats. I hope everybody has a lovely Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be good. Even if it's bad, it's good. Like, when is Thanksgiving ever really that bad? Like, I've never... never had a super, super bad Thanksgiving. No. I'm probably going to watch some football and stuff. We'll be back next week with more Nick Thrat. Hopefully your Thanksgiving is great. And you know what comes after Thanksgiving, right? Max Keo Music. Good night, everybody. We'll be back next week. Happy Thanksgiving. And see you next week. Bye. Don't be a douchebag.
In the year 1621, the Pilgrims held their first Thanksgiving feast. They invited the great Indian chief, Massasoit, who brought 90 of his brave Indians and a great abundance of food. Governor William Bradford and Captain Miles Standish were honored guests. Elder William Brewster, who was a minister, said a prayer that went something like this: "We thank God for our homes and our food and our safety in a new land. We thank God for the opportunity to create a new world for freedom and justice."
Amen.
Don't kill animals! Rats have rights!